Hey guys, before we get started, I just want to address a few of the issues with some of the previous fixes, in particular the main menu screens and astral finishes. That's the start. The main menu screens and the astral finishes are no longer replaced because you don't need to worry about frame rates during either of those. And if you have problems with frame rates during the menus and it persists after this fix, even into the game, then you may be beyond even my help. But as for astral finishes, you don't need to input anything. So if it runs at 30 frames for your astral finish, just watch it and enjoy the weird animu shit. As for some of the net play issues, there are designated net play maps for Chrono Phantasma. I don't know about Central Fiction. I don't know enough about it to know which maps have the best synchronization rate. I know that in Chrono Phantasma, the Cathedral Silent and a couple other maps had really good synchronization rates. You will not lose any net play bonuses by using this fix on either game. If you are having issues with your netcode at all, I recommend looking into the maps and selecting them at any point, simply because you'll still get the benefits of using those maps to improve upon delays and whatnot. It'll just be the training stage because you replaced it. But just because both players are loading in the cathedral map, quote unquote, it'll synchronize at a better rate because there's less things going on that require synchronization, less animations. So that being said, I guess you could pick the training stage, but in Chrono Phantasma, I've heard that that one has particularly weird synchronization with the particles in the background. Don't quote me on that, but that's an issue that I heard was brought up. Other than that, the fixes, that's Blade 70, the fix is identical to the previous versions. Go into your local files, browse local files, just find data, BG, and BG Lite are the folders we're going to focus on. This one is called data minus. I couldn't have two folders that said data on the same thing, and this one is for the actual replacer, and this one is for the backup. I'm going to be using both right here just to show the differences. The game is as it ships right now, so we're just going to replace all of those with the new replaced maps. And so we start the game up. Let's grab stick. Yes, you will notice I am using reshade. That's just for personal preference on the visuals. Just to simplify this, once it loads the reshade overlay, I'm going to be turning it off just to clarify what you're looking at, so that you don't have to deal with my shaders if you don't want to. Clearly, I don't need these fixes for my own personal use. I just want to expand the player base and make sure that it manages to keep the most amount of people playing at any given time. That is loud. Let's fix that. Alright, that's a little quiet, but we don't need sound to clarify that these maps work. We also don't need to pick any specific characters, so let's just mash our way through. Random. Just pick a random stage for me, game. Prove that I've replaced them all. Alright. Yep. That's that. So there is really nothing else to say. Just replaces the stages. When the training stage removes particle effects that are anything that the training stage wouldn't use. So your stages like what the fuck is it? The whatever the Halloween maps are with the Rachel Alucard stages and whatnot with like the rose petals on the ground, it won't kick up the rose petals when you run like this. So that just keeps things to a minimum and makes sure that you're running at optimum performance. Oh. So that's that. Let's just close that. I don't need to go over that any farther. Just to clarify that the effect is legitimate, and that this is how it's supposed to be. We're gonna replace these, which will only take a few moments, and start the game again. Both of these data folders are now empty, but I no longer need either of them. I wonder if it'll load the filter even though I turned it off last time. It might. I'm a little bit worried. Yeah, it will. So I disabled it. You know what? Fuck it. Some people might be interested in my preset, so we'll just leave it on for this demonstration that I have in fact replaced things. There isn't some kind of movie magic going on here. That's auto. I keep doing this. Alright, what was I gonna say? Oh. In particular, stages run just fine for me. So I don't have to use it. So if there's any stages that aren't replaced, any problems that this causes, shoot them my way. I'll look into them. I can't guarantee that I'll have a fix for it, but I'll do my best. This is a really simple fix that is ridiculously stupid. There's no reason that anybody at home couldn't do this. It's simply going in, finding the training stage, copying it a bunch of times, and renaming it to every other stage in the game. So if I missed one, it's just an oversight, and I can easily replace it. Just let me know if anything is missing, anything's not replaced, or if it causes any type of problems with something else. I haven't checked the Takamikazuchi fight yet, which is notoriously bad. I know that the stages in the game, I don't know if there is a fight for it in the game, because I don't know enough about the game, but I know that, intentionally speaking, there is a stage for it. So I don't know how that's going to look, but I apologize in advance because it'll probably look awful. That being said, I hope this at least helps one person out there. If it at least helps somebody, I'll be happy. So you guys enjoy, you have fun with Central Fiction, and just rejoice that PC is being taken seriously as a fighting game platform. Take it easy, guys.